We're all nerds. We're sitting there behind the desk, clicking, programming synthesizers.
It's simple. I have a case. It's filled with hundreds of postcards. On the back of each postcard, I've written topics. We pull these cards at random, and then we talk.
I think I'm the worst cook in the world.
Why?
The problem was, like, my friends are really good cooks. So they came over to my house, cooked stuff, and like a lot of my friends are from Indonesia, so like they're like really great cooks. And I get lazy, you know, because they always cook for me, and you know, I can make breakfast, and of course I can cook. I can make pasta and spaghetti and that kind of things. But besides that, no, I'm not a good cook.
You got nothing besides that?
I can cook beats. That's what I can do.
You got cook beats?
Yeah, no, beats like real dance music beats. That's what I
Oh, that's what you can cook. What about when you were growing up? What was typical? What was made in your house? What do you eat?
Well, the Dutch food. You know, my mom always cooks Dutch food. I still eat when I'm back home. I still eat like at my parents' house at least twice a week. Typical Dutch food. That means like vegetables with mashed potatoes, but like all mixed up.
Yeah.
That's typical Dutch. And that's, yeah, my mom's cooking is the best. I think that's, you know, the food you grow up with, I think that's the food you're always relying to.
When you're on tour, do you start to miss it?
Of course,
yeah.
Dutch food is the best for me. And now we eat a lot of sushi just to be safe, you know, steaks. We always try, if we have time, we always try to go to a proper restaurant.
Yeah. You guys had some good barbecue brought to you here in Atlanta.
That barbecue was really, really good, yeah.
Fox
Chicken
Brothers.
wings.
Yeah. So do you like American kind of food, the you know, chicken wings and all that?
I love it,
Yeah.
I love it, yeah.
How do you enjoy touring in America versus touring in other places?
I love America. Everything is so well organized in America in every single way, from like hotels to simple things, you know, you don't even think about. Like in every hotel you come, it's a standard, there's Wi-Fi. And you're like, yeah, of course, yeah, go tour in India, then you will see. Let me speak from the dance music point of view. America is really catching up. Definitely, 100%. When I started touring in America, like Europe is completely different. You can't compare because dance music has been around for more than 2 decades. And we grew, especially my generation, grew up with dance music. Even like the old dance music songs, like the classics. And that's different from America. If you ask like, how did dance music start? Probably 80%, with all respect, says Daft Punk, you know. But even before Daft Punk, there was so much going on, you know, in Europe. And but as I said, America's really catching up, and what I really like about America, they really have their own opinion about dance music, and that's why so many different styles are blending now. New music styles are coming up, and that's perfect.
So when you're up there, this is the section for my father who has no idea what this music, how this works.
Are you ready for the last? I am Hardwell.
Explain, what are you doing when you're up there? What are you actually doing physically up there?
When I'm physically up there, I'm beat matching records, I'm playing records, I'm reading the crowd, and with reading the crowd, I mean look at the crowd and try to analyze exactly what they want to hear. And that's the job of being a DJ, analyzing the crowd. And if you actually analyzing the crowd, then you know what they want to hear, and you need that to, you know, balance out the night and try to create like probably the best night of their lives. That's my job, trying to create that atmosphere, that energy. It's a lot of energy. Dance music is a 4x4 beat. My style's around 128 BPM, and I always describe it as euphoric. It's energy, it's a certain emotion in it, and yeah, try to combine like all those things in like a 90-minute set.
If you weren't a DJ,
Yeah.
what do you think you would be doing right now?
I really like to work really creative. I studied as a graphic designer, web designer, those kind of things, like basically all stuff behind the computer. I really like to work like as a graphic designer, no matter which way. Like if it's digital for like web designing, or like posters, flyers, or like magazines. Like I like to work, as I said, like on a creative base. So I would say like, yeah, graphic designer.
Would you go completely nuts though, sitting behind a desk and using like the stencil pad and all that all day? Because your job is energy, it's moving.
Well, I think my job is well basically the same as a graphic designer, because I'm sitting there behind my desk in the studio making music all day long, and that's basically the same as a graphic designer. It's just like we're all nerds. We're sitting there behind the desk, clicking, programming synthesizers, and
How are your Photoshop skills?
my photo skills are really good.
Do you ever make your own tour posters or any of your own artwork?
I did, like all the artwork of my CDs, all the artwork of my label Revealed recordings, I always do it myself.
You do it yourself?
Yeah.
So you got to dance. So when you look at that, that's your art right there.
Yeah, it's like, well, it's kind of a creative outlet for me. You know,
Yeah.
I don't have that much time to do it that often, but I always come up with ideas, and like basically when I designed the idea, I gave it to like a professional graphic designer, one of my friends, Niels, and he's finishing it up.
You said when you don't have much time. I'm trying to picture, when you go home, do you have any downtime? Are you able to relax?
I don't have that much downtime, you know, and when I have downtime, the only thing I do is just chill out with my friends, do regular things, like things that sound normal. I go out to a bar, grab a beer with my friends and just talk through like all the stuff they've been through, and watch movies, Netflix, of course, you know, just basic stuff.
Netflix and chill?
Netflix and chill, that's it.
Where do you actually call home now? What is home to you?
Home to me is Breda in Holland. That's a small city in the south of Holland, close to Belgium. I'm born and raised there. My family lives there. My friends are all living there. So yeah, that's definitely home for me.
So like when you're not on tour, you go right back to Breda then?
Yeah.
And you don't have that like need to go to the big city, to go to Amsterdam or any place like that to live, to have that energy?
No, I'm happy to like, Breda's a small city and it's a really relaxed city. It's a beautiful city, and well, it feels like home to me. So it's more relaxed than, you know, if I want to go to a big city, Amsterdam is like an hour drive from Breda.
When you're sitting around your house, you probably don't have dance music going all the time. Maybe you do.
No, never actually.
That's what I was gonna say. What do you listen to when you're not listening to dance music?
It depends. I think it depends on my mood, what I'm listening to. I really like to play like just from Spotify playlist to like regular radio. Why? Because I want to be surprised with music I don't know. And myself, I listen to a lot of hip hop in my car and stuff. And well, I don't know why I'm actually never listening to dance music. Probably because it feels like work, you know, listen to dance music.
Are you just digital at your house, or do you play records?
Probably because I'm a DJ. My favorite albums, I will have them on vinyl. I have my vinyl connection, and there's like a vinyl like player, like the old Technics 1210 is in my living room. So my favorite albums are always playing from vinyl.
What's your favorite album?
My favorite album of all time? Woo, it's a good one. I would say The Prodigy, Music for a Jilted Generation.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're a Michael Jackson guy too, right?
Of course, Thriller, yeah, but like that's so obvious to say that, you know. I think that's an album you can't deny. Everybody need that album in their collection.
A friend of mine pulled out Thriller the other night, the actual vinyl of it.
I have the vinyl,
I
yeah.
haven't seen a vinyl Thriller in a long time.
Yeah.
And it brought me back to a different era. It's like, wow, I'm holding a Thriller album right
Yeah.
now. How exciting that must have been when that first came out, right?
It's, yeah, unbelievable. And you know what? It still sounds good. That's
It holds
amazing.
up, right?
Yeah.
It totally holds up. It's still a good album. It's crazy.
It's probably the best album that will ever exist.
I mean, I wonder if like some of the dance music, how dance music's gonna hold up. I feel like it probably changes a lot more than.
Changed a lot, but like the thing with dance music right now is that everything, because of this digital generation, everything changes so quickly.
Yeah.
Genres, hype moments. So it's really hard to, well, release a classic album like within 10 years where we say, oh man, that album is still so good. That's probably only happening to like the first Tiesto albums and Armin van Buuren and like the first generation guys, because everything is changing so quickly, and DJs releasing songs every single 2 months, you know.
Yeah.
Back compared that to like 10 years ago, people just released a track, like DJs just release a track like once in a year, 6 months, and yeah, everything's changing so quickly.
All right, this is a fun one. Hidden talents.
Hidden talents.
Yes, besides obviously being a great DJ, what can you do that most people don't know?
I used to do martial arts a lot when I was young.
Yeah, what did you study?
Judo.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did it like a long time, since I was 6 years old and I was 16, 10 years, and won the Dutch championship. So yeah, that's...
So you could kick somebody's ass right now.
Well, it's still
If you
a sport.
had to, I'm not saying that you're a bully. I'm just saying that if somebody came in here, you could judo chop.
I can, yeah.
Yeah? So when you won, you say you won the championships, how old were you?
I was around 12, 14 years old between that time. The team I was in, and like the whole you say club here in America?
Yeah,
the club where I was in, like they all fell apart. So yeah, then I stopped. I went to high school, and music got my interest. So I signed my first record deal at the age of 14. So everything just kind of fell apart, and I chose music above like anything else.
Do you feel like you missed out on any part of childhood because you had success early?
No, because no, I don't think so. You know, it's because everything I ever wanted. Music is everything to me. I breathe music. I was like 4 years old when I started playing piano, and the funny thing is, when I was 14 and I started playing clubs, I wasn't even allowed in those clubs because you had to be 18, you know, in Holland. And I've been like in every single club in Holland at the age of 16, so that was quite an experience.
How'd you get in?
My parents had to come with me.
You're kidding?
No, every single night, because you know it's like probably the same for America. You're not allowed to work in a nightclub. You're not allowed to work in a nightclub except when your parents are like coming with you, so they can keep an eye on you.
So you're standing up there.
Yeah.
You're standing up there, and your mom and dad are where?
Well, basically at the bar, waiting in the car, like till I got finished.
Are they into the music?
Yeah.
They
completely.
like it. They're not sitting there with the earplugs going,
No.
What have we done?
No.
They're
really,
supportive.
really supportive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my dad is coming with me as well to Ultra Miami again this year. And I took my parents to my closing show, Madison Square Garden, New York. So they're really, really supportive.
Do they dance?
Of course, especially my mom. She's really a party animal.
Is she a good dancer?
Yeah, of course.
How does your mom dance?
I have no clue. She's just like.
She just gets her arms up.